Car chases, reflections, lightsabers, and dogs. What more do you need in a behind-the-scenes video? Volkswagen Commercial Vehicles recently released their latest ad, produced by WUGER and starring the one and only Tobias Moretti. And we are happy to share that some of the crucial driving scenes of the ad were filmed right here at Take-Two Studios. In case you haven't seen the commercial yet, do check it out after this video. The link's below. WUGER, a full-service agency based in Salzburg, was looking to film some dynamic nighttime driving scenes with not only one or two, but 3 different cars, including a chase scene and a scene where a car is driving down steps. And where better to do that than in the controlled environment of a virtual production studio? At Take-Two Studios, WUGER was able to shoot all these nighttime driving scenes during the day, allowing their entire team to have normal working hours and without the need to block streets for longer than absolutely necessary, nor the potential logistics and safety issues that can arise from a driving scene. And a small fun fact, this was the very first production that took place at our studios, even before we officially opened our doors last October. Now, don't go anywhere as we look into the VP setup as well as some personal highlights of this shoot.
This project required a specific type of content, driving plates. Driving plates are 2D videos captured from the perspective of someone inside a car. This is filmed by having cameras, often even 360-degree cameras, fixed onto a car that then drives on the desired location. For this production, a team from WUGER drove around the streets of Salzburg to capture all the shots they needed, including their stunt shots and driving plates. And using VFX gave the footage its dreamlike neon aesthetic. Filming with 2D driving plates is fairly simple and does not require camera tracking. It is, however, crucial that the perspective of the footage is aligned with the perspective of the camera. And while the camera does not have to be static, how much you can move the camera depends on the footage you are using. This is why it is so important to discuss and plan the angles of each shot with the VP supervisor during pre-production, ensuring that there are no surprises when you walk on set. Once you are filming, you can move the video, enlarge it or even rotate it in the case of 360-degree footage, making on-set adjustments simple and effective with the aid of our in-house volume operator and VP supervisor. Now that we have covered the basic setup behind this shoot, let's look into some of its highlights.
When working with virtual production, reflections and light play a crucial role in merging the real and the virtual. The lighting team, Robert and Ben, did an incredible job creating realistic lighting to match the video footage being played on the wall. Whether they were rigging up lights or moving them by hand, their work added that essential touch of realism that makes you feel like you're right there on location. We also made sure that the cars were getting the right amount of reflections in all the right places by complementing the LED volume with 2 screens, which we placed around the car as we changed its position. The LED wall and the extra screens were playing the same video footage, adding to the realism of the scene. As an example, let's look at the roundabout scene. Here you can see how the reflections from the LED wall are complemented by the light rig, which moves in sync with the video footage, as well as the 2 extra screens. All of these details come together to maximize the illusion of being on location. This was especially important for this particular scene because we needed the final film to look like all 3 cars had been on the same roundabout at the same time. And, as with any other virtual production shoot, what you see in camera is what you get. All the lights and reflections are filmed on the spot. And everyone on set, directors, actors, crew, gets to see the final product as it is being filmed. On a side note, it was so hypnotic to watch the lighting do their magic, especially in the scenes where they moved the lights themselves. At times it felt like we were at an art installation, and at some point it started to look like there were some Jedi very calmly learning the art of lightsaber combat.
This next scene involved some imagination and muscle power. Because the car is moving down steps and not just down a flat surface, we needed to be able to reproduce the uneven movement of the tires hitting the steps. In order to do that, we positioned one person behind the car, who, with the help of a steel pipe, was able to shake the car, creating the up and down movement. This in turn had to be reproduced, or enhanced, by the actor inside the car. As you can see in this shot, the actor, Tobias Moretti, times his up and down movement to the rhythm created in the back of the car, and both are in sync with the footage playing on the wall. This, together with some extra camera shakes by DOP Jakob Neuhauser, sells the shot as if it had all been filmed on location.
For this specific production, it was helpful to be able to shoot both the video and photo material on the same day. Since the main actor was playing 3 different roles that involved a lot of time in makeup, being able to photograph him between scene changes saved the production a lot of time. While Studio 1 was being reset and cars were being swapped, Moretti could be photographed in Studio 2 by the wonderful Chris Rogel, and then go on to change into his next character. We hope you've enjoyed getting to see a little bit of what happened behind the scenes during this shoot. This was a brilliant example as to how virtual production can not only simplify but also enhance a driving scene. If you have any questions or would like to visit our studios, get in touch with us on info@take2studios.at. Also make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our new videos. And if you want to stay up to date with all things Take-Two Studios, sign up for our newsletter and follow us on Instagram. You can find all the links below. And before I forget, this shoot also brought some of our favorite guests to the studio. Already back at pre-production, when we were testing out the footage, we had our very first 4-legged friend visit us, Dougie. On the production day, a second friend joined in, Rosie, and she was, for a brief but important moment, in the driving seat, literally. Thank you for tuning in and see you next time.